Is this crypto's next black swan or just a clear sign that it is truly part of the banking system? Law enforcement froze $344 million in assets on Tether. But wait, I thought it's decentralized. You know how many people have told me Tether's going to collapse, Bitcoin's going to zero, XRP's going to zero? They've been saying that since 2020. And since then, the Stablecoin Act passed. We're now heading into the Clarity Act. We have a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Out of billionaires, Trump is the number one holder in Bitcoin. BlackRock is the number one holder in Bitcoin. Tether, Bo Hines stepped down as executive director, went to Tether, brought it into America. Tether's 90% of the stablecoin market, which uses short-term treasuries. Genius Act. Genius. USAT and stablecoins like USDC, which is connected to BlackRock, USD1, which is connected to Trump, RLUSD, which is connected to Ripple, USAT, largest stablecoin in the world, is now connected to Bo Hines, he's the CEO, uses short-term treasuries to make them one-to-one, 60% of them. Genius move. Could have stopped the dollar from completely melting down because stablecoins have no intermediary. There's no central bank. It's peer-to-peer. But you thought you were running off to decentralization. I'm here to give you the real deal, but I think we got caught on the back end as they built the new infrastructure. Stablecoins are the new monetary system. Bitcoin will be strategic reserves all over the world. Will end up being one of the most scarce assets in the world to be your new digital gold. Assets like XRP will be the bridge currency that moves a lot of value through the system. It's not or, it's and. Just like there's Samsung and Apple phones, there'll be XRP, there'll be other technologies. Ripple's just a juggernaut, and XRP sits at the center of everything they do. So you have to remove your emotion. First they resist it, then they sue it, then they regulate it, then they join it. Draper, we're in regulation and joining phase. We went from wild, wild west to now the banks coming in. So what you will see over the next 24 months is banks will start asking you to allocate some of your portfolio into Bitcoin, Ethereum, probably things like XRP, anything they can create an ETF from. Exchange traded fund. That's how most people are going to get exposure to crypto. Exposure without holding the asset. A lot safer for people who don't understand how to use a wallet, how to use an exchange. Mrs. Jones, the baby boomer, is going to do it through an ETF. And remember, financial advisors gets paid under assets under management. So why the hell wouldn't you put 1 to 5% of Bitcoin in someone's portfolio when it grows 50% every year? If you get paid under assets under management, your assets under management become much larger. Just use logic, guys. I know you want to believe there's this big battle between left and right, big battle between the banking and decentralization. Nah, it's a rewiring of the financial system. Ethereum's deep in the banking system. Ripple's deep in the banking system. Bitcoin is becoming one of the favorite store of values for elites. People have been saying it's going to zero since 2020. Tether was going to collapse since 2020. It's always the next, but there will be black swans. The black swans are to shock the public.